Alright, the museum mode is out early on PlayStation 4, so let's see how it goes. And if it takes me a while, just on a part, I'll end up skipping ahead, so that you guys don't sit there for a while just watching me mess up constantly. But let's just see how it goes. Whoa, cool. Welcome, check here to see your photo checklist. Use the camera to take photos of objectives on the list. Photo checklist outside. Pretty lady dance, exterior, Mara Melodies car, graveyard. GKB 636 car graveyard. What has 7 arms but no head and 5 legs but can't walk? Front field. And chicken nugget barn. Oh, you can run. Oh. Camera's like really weird. Oh, you can crouch. Oh, cool. Oh. And get my favorite outfit. Can't change the chainsaw. Except front yard. Ah. I wonder if I was supposed to take a picture of that chair. Oh, I didn't even check it this way. Can you crouch underneath this? Oh, you can. Am I supposed to take pictures of the chair?
Hey there!
Ah. You're supposed to take a picture of it. Oh. There's Connie. Alright.
Booty shorts. A lot of shots were set up on the fly during principal photography by Daniel Pearl and Toby Hooper. One such shot that Hooper would years later call the best shot in the film was no exception. That shot, of course, being the iconic shot of Pam approaching the family house. Cinematographer Daniel Pearl was laying flat on a dolly with the camera tilted up. The goal of the shot was to make the house appear bigger and bigger in the frame as Pam approached it.
Ah, so you can just view it while going all the way back. Pretty lady dance exterior. And I'm in the exterior. We had to lock the barn due to some teenagers trying to break in. If you forgot the code, look at the coach truck. and nuggets in there, so. Alright, car graveyard. GKB.
Car. In one notable scene in the original film, the cook approaches the house and sees the hitchhiker. They have an altercation at the truck where the cook beats the hitchhiker with a broom handle and clearly shows off the relationship between the two characters. The reason that the scene works so well is that it's entirely real. Jim Sedow, the cook, was actually beating Ed Neal, the hitchhiker.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, there's the thing. Time to escape. Alright. Morrow Melodies. Nope. There's a sunflower field, so I gotta go back over here. Wrong button. No. Morrow Melodies. No. Oh.
Car radio. The song on the radio when the hitchhiker is picked up in the van is Roger Bartlett's Fool for a Blonde. Bartlett has said that Tobe Hooper chose the song because he thought the hitchhiker was a fool for Sally.
Oh. No. Maybe I gotta take a picture of this. Yeah. Oh, it's not marrow, it's marrow. Like bone marrow. I'm stupid. Alright. Pretty lady exterior. Oh. Dang.
Escape hatch. When Sally, Marilyn Burns, escapes by jumping out the window, the glass was actually breakaway sugar glass, made by Bob Burns and Mary Church. In fact, Mary did the stunt of jumping out the window. A mattress and some empty boxes were placed outside the window for her to land on, but setting up the shot took a long time. With the humidity of the Texas summer, the breakaway glass began to dissolve. When I went through it, I was like a glass woman because now I had little particles stuck all over me because the stuff was wet, Mary said. If they'd waited probably another 45 minutes, I don't know if there'd been any glass in those windows.
Oh look, they're sitting at the table. Crap, my button. This is a driveway, so it's supposed to be like right around here. Oh yeah, this will be Coach Truck. 5468. I'm just a dummy. I thought it would be in the bag, so 5468. There we go.
Chicken Nugget. The game's composer, Ross Tregenza, used real chickens for the audio for Nugget. He luckily had a close friend and fellow composer that owned a farm with several chickens. The name Nugget was born from brand strategy lead Matthew Zepp. The name is a nod to the longtime nickname of his nephew.
Alright, the Pretty Lady Dance is the one that I need to take a picture of.
During production, Gunnar Hansen was very generous to his co-stars, particularly during the chase scene. There was a shot where Sally, Marilyn Burns, was supposed to get her hair caught in a bush, but breaks herself free before Leatherface can catch her. When they shot the scene, though, Burns didn't run off as scripted. Hansen originally thought that she wanted to linger in front of the camera a bit for her close-up. Instead of going in for the kill, Hansen began using the chainsaw to trim the bush to give Burns more time. He later discovered that his assumption about why she stopped was completely wrong. Her hair had actually been caught in the brush and she could not get free. Burns recalled to Hansen, "Oh God, I thought you were going to really hurt me. When we were in the mesquite bushes and my hair was getting caught, well, you couldn't see through your stupid mask, and I don't know if that was a trick or not, but I was told you couldn't see, and you couldn't see where you were going. So I had to hurry and get out of there fast. I'm thinking, he's really going to get me. Plus you were damn scary."
Okay, so how do I do this? Pretty Lady Dance exterior. So, would be this is Pretty Lady, so would I have to be like back here and then zoom? gotta be in exterior, so I can't. No. Need to focus. Let's go down here. So you don't have to be in there, sure. Okay. That explains it. Turn in the checklist to the welcome board. So that's probably why you can swap. It would have been just smart if they said driveway, not exterior. Gotta go inside the house now. Ah, it's a 1973. Oop. Wrong button. Cool. Once again, check off all the photos and return here for another stamp. Skull wall, family dinner, crisp Kringle, living room, Grandpa's arm candy, Grandpa's room, and frames of fear. Revoked the license.
Makeup set. Gunnar Hansen shared a lot of praise for his fellow cast members. In the 40th anniversary Blu-ray release's audio commentary, Hansen notes that actor Jim Siedow, the cook, was probably the only actor in the movie who could look benign and then become extremely evil without any makeup.
Said arm candy. But it said Grandpa's room, so I gotta go upstairs. Oh. I could switch to Coke.
The dinner scene. The infamous dinner scene was a long, trying shoot. Plastic surgeon W.E. Barnes created the makeup for Grandpa, and it took nearly 10 hours to apply to actor John Dugan. A lot of pieces and parts went into creating Grandpa's look. But because they were down to their last set of makeup parts, the crew had to shoot every scene involving Grandpa all in one day. The grueling shoot was one of the hottest days of the production, with temperatures over 100 degrees. The set windows were blacked out with black plastic in a house filled with cameras and lights that reached as high as 120 degrees inside. Because of the extreme heat on set, the food at the dinner table started to rot. The smell on set was ghastly for the entire cast and crew. All of the bones on the set were real, and combined with the lights that made them burn, released an unbearable smell. The combination of the stench with the extreme heat made a lot of the crew sick, and they'd take frequent trips outside to throw up. In the end, the
Dang.
brutal set brought a real rawness to the film. The shoot in total lasted nearly 32 hours for some of the crew.
Holy crap. So I wonder if... what's it? Oh, it's another use item. I wonder if I put them at a... Just put her there for a moment. Oh, I gotta switch him. Switch him to Bubba. There we go. And then Hitch right here. And Cook right here. There we go.
Skin lampshades. Why was the film marketed as being based on true events? According to Kim Henkel, the film's marketing of being based on true events evolved over production. The famous crawl, for instance, was implemented to mark the story as an historical event that was more captivating, but wasn't meant to be taken seriously. Another inspiration for the story were tales Tobe Hooper was told by his family as a young child. They told him stories of a killer from Wisconsin that would use human skin for lampshades. This Wisconsin killer was the infamous Ed Gein.
Take a good pick. There we go. Lasts forever.
Kim and Toby before Texas. Kim Henkel and Tobe Hooper met during the filming of Hooper's 1969 film Eggshells. 4 years later, they would go on to create the production company Vortex Inc. and co-create the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Another Texas Chainsaw actor was also part of the Eggshells cast. Alan Danziger, better known as Jerry to Chainsaw fans, co-starred in the earlier film. Cheap thrills. Screenwriter Kim Henkel has said that one of the reasons he and Tobe Hooper wanted to make a horror film was their limited budget. If you have relatively little money, what are your possibilities? Henkel says. The clear answer was some sort of genre piece. Horror was the easiest because we felt that we didn't have to have any names in the cast. Production values weren't nearly so important as in some other realms, so it became the natural choice.
The gore room ladder's boarded up. The ram died in a bad way. That's funny. Okay.
Friend of Leatherface. Since both of her parents were working on the film, 3-year-old Karina Nicolau was often on set and struck up a friendship with Leatherface actor Gunnar Hansen. He recalled their interactions. She had never liked my Leatherface mask. She was sitting with me one day while I waited for a shot setup. When Dottie, makeup artist Dorothy J. Pearl, came to put on my mask, it horrified Karina. As soon as it covered my face, she started screaming. I had Dottie pull it off. See? I said, it's just me. She calmed down, but when I put the mask on again, she started screaming again. I realized she was too young to make the leap, to see my transformation from Gunnar to Leatherface and understand that I was still under the mask. So I made sure she never saw me in the mask after that, at least until the unfortunate meat hook scene.
Interesting.
Ashtray. Actors are paid varying amounts for their work in film. For his voiceover in the opening monologue of the film, John Larroquette was paid with a single joint. Recent reports, however, suggest that his rate has gone up. Preparing for the role. To prepare for the role of Leatherface, Gunnar Hansen went to Austin State School, which was a 95-acre residential and training facility for adults with developmental disabilities. He was there several days to pick up the residents' mannerisms and how they walked and talked. It was important to Gunnar to portray the character authentically, without making a mockery of those who suffer from developmental disabilities.
That's smart. That's smart as in, because... See, I did the family dinner thing. Why didn't it... It's because it's smart, because he didn't want to, make people mad, so... I enjoyed that part.
Scaring a child. In the original movie shoot, the caterer, Sally Nicolau, was married to the location sound recordist, Ted Nicolau. The day they shot the meat hook scenes, Sally brought their then 3-year-old daughter, Karina, to set when she was delivering lunch. Unfortunately, little Karina saw Terry McMinn, Pam, on the meat hook and began crying and screaming. Her father recalled, "I was in the living room while we were shooting that scene, and she came running in and skidded to a stop and just went completely white, started screaming and crying, and went running out of the house." Genuine bone furnishings. The bones used for props were real animal bones found at a veterinarian boneyard and a cattle pasture. Art director Robert Burns led the charge of designing most of the bone props, like furniture and light fixtures.
Something over here.
Curtain. Alan Danziger played Jerry, the van driver in the film. He prepared for his first on-camera meeting with Leatherface by being blindfolded. When the blindfold was removed for the initial take, he was so terrified that he ran out of the room.
Is there something over here that I can examine? No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's go back to the dinner room. Like, I took a picture of the dinner room, but why didn't... Well, the family dinner. Okay, still didn't work. Maybe I'm supposed to back completely up. Or take a picture of this. No. It says photo spots. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to like put something down. Because I don't have the thing right here. Can I place item there? Can I place item there? Oh, okay. Something has to be... What has to be right next to a plate?
He really cut her. According to Gunnar Hansen, he really cut Marilyn Burns' finger in the infamous grandpa feeding scene. The prop knife, designed to pump out fake blood, wouldn't work after several takes. Finally, when no one was looking, Gunnar Hansen removed the tape from the knife that made it dull and really cut Marilyn's finger. Knowing this, that would mean that actor John Dugan, Grandpa, sucked on the actual blood of Marilyn Burns.
Ew. Did not know that. Okay. Let's go get some more stuff for this too. Alright, let's go upstairs. Okay. This photo seems to be part of a series, but it looks like it belongs somewhere else. Okay.
Hitchhiker's camera. The make and model of the Hitchhiker's camera is a Polaroid automatic 230 land camera. It was manufactured and distributed from 1967 to 1969. This camera previously belonged to Maria Flores. The hitchhiker stole it after she was stalked and kidnapped by Johnny.
Ah. Add to inventory. Add to inventory. Okay. I'm not. It most likely has to go in order. Add this back. Hold on. That's probably the last one. The plate one. And then that there. Ah. Frames of fear. That's probably. Yep. Full of delicious soda, pop, or Coke, depending on your region.
News of the day. Toby Hooper wanted to parody the news reports of the day, which he considered televised lies, and so devised the opening voiceover, famously recited by actor John Larroquette.
So Memphis, Little Rock, or Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi. Louisiana, Tennessee, Arkansas. Alright, I need one more license apparently.
Family name. The family has gone by several surnames throughout the course of the franchise. However, their original surname is Slaughter. Though never spoken in the movie, it can be seen in faint letters on the sign above the gas station, W.E. Slaughter Barbecue. According to Gunnar Hansen, art director Bob Burns made the sign. He said that Toby and Kim were mighty proud of coming up with We Slaughter.
Okay, so take this picture. Arkansas is supposed to go up at the top. Right there. Put that in my inventory.
Toby meets the cook. Director Toby Hooper offered the part of the old man, the cook, to Jim Sedow after they worked together in the 1971 film The Wind Splitter. They were both a part of the cast in said film. Hooper and Sedow weren't the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre alumni to work on The Wind Splitter. Ron Bozeman was the key grip, Kim Henkel was credited as the grip, and Sally Richardson was the assistant director.
So, Mississippi. Okay. Mississippi goes in the middle. Right here. And then Tennessee. Right there, and then this right there. Grandpa's room closed for renovation, and you gotta do the time.
Hitchhiker's pocket knife. This weapon is a nod to everyone's favorite unlikable character, Franklin, from the 1974 film. According to creative director Ronnie Hobbs and designer Rob Fox, they knew the likelihood of Franklin ever appearing in the video game was slim to none, so this was their way of including him as a small Easter egg. Sissy's straight razor. After Kim Henkel and creative director Ronnie Hobbs finished designing Sissy's look and backstory, the only question left was what type of weapon would she carry. According to Kim's secret catalog of character concepts, he always envisioned Sissy wielding some type of straight razor, a small, portable weapon that could stay hidden until just the right time. It's petite and deadly, just like Sissy. It fit her personality perfectly. So even though the hitchhiker carries it in the original 1974 film, it did in fact previously belong to Sissy. As far as what happened to her, or where Sissy is during the 1974 film, well, that's a story for another time.
Interesting.
Jim Sedow's toughest scene to get right was the broomstick clubbing at the gas station. Since the prop was an actual wooden broom handle, he was afraid of hurting his fellow actor in the scene. After several takes of it looking fake, Sedow really struck his fellow actor in the final take. It was an exhausting shoot for everyone, but Marilyn Burns had it as bad as anyone on set. She did several takes of diving through the doorway of the gas station, and each time she would land knee first on the hard concrete floor, so many times that the floor tore up and severely bruised her knees.
Ah, interesting. Okay. Nothing else in this room.
No living animals were harmed. Initially, art director Robert Burns wanted set pieces of real dead cats and dogs. The crew acquired dead animal carcasses from a veterinarian and actually tried to embalm them with formaldehyde. Makeup artist and production assistant Dorothy Pearl, at the time the wife of the film's cinematographer Daniel Pearl, was injecting a dead animal with formaldehyde when she accidentally injected into her own leg through the animal. Toby Hooper then ordered that the dead animal carcasses had to be thrown out. The crew poured gasoline to cremate them, but the stench from the smoke from the bonfire started to make its way into the family house and added to an already foul stench set.
Ew. Okay. Let's go back downstairs. Living room. Crisp Kringle. This is sitting room. Oh, probably the feet.
Genuine bone.
Nope. I already looked at that. My bad. There we go. Alright. Chicken head goes right here. And what's on it? The plate in the bowl. What, sausage? Yeah, it kinda looks like it. Yep, there we go. We got the family dinner. Okay, skull wall, and then grandpa's room. Oh, put that back there. Put that there. And then this goes right there. The ram goes right here. Then I'm supposed to look for, no, the ram goes right here. Then I'm supposed to find something else that goes right there. Alright, let's go back upstairs. Oh, I'm going downstairs. Could I go downstairs? Oh, there's a padlock.
Blood spatter. One of the reasons that blood and gore are limited in the film is because Toby Hooper and Kim Henkel felt that fear and intensity were more important. According to screenwriter Kim Henkel, he and Toby Hooper reached out to the MPAA to discuss the guidelines to avoid getting slapped with an X rating. Apparently, the investors of the film were terrified that the film would get an X rating, so all these thoughts were front of mind during production. Ultimately, Hooper and Henkel's original vision of inflicting fear and intensity with the gore and blood implied worked to the film's benefit and made a bigger impact.
Okay, this is where I'm gonna call it, and then I will make a part 2 of this, because since I'm doing it on PlayStation, I can't do over an hour of videos, so I'm gonna get back to it. Alright, see you guys next time.